Hi. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So I have a very hard time making friends, keeping friends. I just seem to really struggle there. And I'm beginning to think it's me. I'm doing something wrong. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I mean, I really don't think it's me. But what else could it be at this point? Here's where you come. Here's where you come in. You. Yes, you. I need you. Okay? I can't afford therapy, so y'all are gonna pose as my therapists here. Now call me crazy for opening myself up to this, but we're gonna do it anyways. So I need to know, am I the asshole? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a series on the last 3 friendships I had that ended. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Even if it makes me not look super awesome, I'm going to just tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you everything that happened in the steps, in the order that it happened. And then you guys are going to tell me, am I the asshole? Was it my fault? What did I do wrong? What could I do better next time? Now, I do want to preface this by saying there is something that I will not ever change. Okay. So something about me that's way different than most of the other girlies is that I don't feed into or believe in or give into the whole, it's cool to ignore your friends for weeks at a time because you just want to. So if at any moment, you guys are thinking oh, your advice to me is that I should have respected their ignoring me for weeks on end, then I won't, I don't want that advice because I don't think that's okay. For me, that's not okay. I'm not looking for that in a friend. So I just wanted to preface and disclaimer that real quick. So if you're yeah, you are the asshole because you should have just let her ignore you for 2 weeks, then I don't want that advice because I don't believe that. I don't like that. But any other advice, I'm completely open to. And I will listen and I'll take it all in. And I know you guys aren't going to be nice because you guys are not ever nice. But that's okay. So, we will start. It's already 2.5 minutes in. So clearly there's going to be multiple parts, but we will start. And for the sake of anonymity, we will call the first girl Katie. That's not her name, but we're going to call her Katie. Okay. So Katie. So me and my family moved to Idaho in July of 2019. Okay. We move into this place. We put our girls in school and my daughter ends up meeting this other little girl who's amazing. And they become fast best friends. And so they're begging me and her mom, please, can we hang out? Can we hang out? Can we have play dates? Da, 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 da. This was, I think, 2nd or 3rd grade. And so eventually we get each other's numbers, me and Katie, and we're texting and, back and forth, we're getting to know each other. And then we're setting up play dates and whatnot. And then one night, I don't know how it came about. I don't remember if I asked or if she asked, but some way we ended up deciding that we were going to go out together for a drink, me and Katie, by ourselves. So we do that. We lived super close to each other because remember our kids went to the same school. We lived right in the same area. So we got an Uber and we went to this little bar. We're sitting there chatting it up. We quickly realize, that, oh my God, we're the best of friends. Oh my God, you're my person. Oh my God, I think I love you. Is it okay to say I love you even though we just met? Because love at first sight, okay? Immediately it was oh, yes, girl. So we had so much fun that night. We had a great time. And then we just started hanging out all the time, right? She had her daughter that was best friends with my daughter. And then she also had a son that was the same age as my youngest daughter. And they became best friends. So all 4 of us were best friends. Our husbands also were cool with each other. They weren't quite as close as the rest of us. But they were cool. And so all of us always were doing stuff, hanging out and whatnot. So at this time, I was not working and she was not working. We were both doing the mama thing. Okay. And, so this was right before COVIDian happened. And so, we're best friends, any best friends could be, And then COVID happens and they shut the schools down. Okay. And me and her are like, oh, what are we going to do? So we literally just like make this pact that like, we're just going to attack this together and we're just going to be the best. And we're going to hang out every day and let our kids hang out every day. And we're just going to like maneuver because the whole entire world is shut down. Okay. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. And the kids can't go to school. And who just wants to be stuck in the house for 45 days straight by themselves with their kids? Not me. Okay. So we decide we're going to get this together. So we do literally, quite literally every single day for 45 days. They came over to our house and we hung out and whatever. All the kids hung out. We hung out. We like made breakfast together, made lunch together, yada, yada. Okay. So, we're very close, obviously. So right around this time that COVID shut the world down, I woke up in the middle of the night one night I thought I was having a heart attack. Like, I'm legitimately telling you, I'm not a drama queen. I mean, I'm kind of a drama queen, but I'm not a drama queen. And I woke up and I like legit thought I was having a heart attack. So I had my husband call 911 and everything. And they came and they're like, nope, you're just having a panic attack. And I said, listen, I've had anxiety like my whole life. I've had numerous anxiety attacks. This doesn't feel like that. This feels different. And they're like, I'm sorry, but it's just a panic attack. So that happened. And then it started happening like almost every night. And then I wasn't sleeping. I was getting no sleep because every time I started to fall asleep, my body would wake me up in this like crazy panic. All this stuff was happening. More medical, like a bunch of medical symptoms, a bunch of medical stuff. It was not good. Okay. I was not doing well. So, Katie started, she was already coming over all the time, but she started just like literally laying in bed with me because I was at a point where I was literally like laying in bed all the time because I literally wasn't sleeping. And I was just like, it was awful. It was miserable. It was awful. And this saint of a woman would literally come over, crawl in my bed with me, rub my back, scratch my back, rub my head. Like I'm honestly going to cry because it's so devastating that we're not friends anymore. She was so good. She was just so good. Now Katie and I had very different political views, and I'm not going to talk about them because that is not what this is about at all. But we did have very different political views. But it never really seemed to like matter. Like occasionally I would poke fun at her here and there for things, like totally joking. I don't think, and at the time I definitely didn't think that it was offensive to her. I thought it was just funny. We were like joking and laughing about it. I am not sure if it bothered her. She never said anything if it did. So, anyways, she's coming over. She's laying in bed with me. She's literally taking care of me. Okay. And this goes on for a while. I was sick for like a while. So we do the whole 45 days together. And then the schools open back up. So the kids go back to school. And they're still coming over quite a bit. Obviously not every day because the kids have school and whatever, but they're still coming over quite a bit. We're still spending quite a bit of time together. Then we end up moving. So my family ends up moving to the town over from this town. So now the girls aren't in school together anymore. And we're not like super close like we were. We were literally like 2 blocks away from each other or something like that. But when we moved, obviously we're like in the next town over. And so we're not quite as close. But this woman still all the time would drive to my house. I admit that I kind of sucked as a friend, but like I was very sick. So it really wasn't my fault. But she would come over all the time still, lay in my bed with me, rub my head, whatever. And I would always ask her like, do you want me to rub your back? Like I wasn't like, I would like do stuff for her too. It wasn't completely one-sided. I will say she did put in more effort at the time because I could only give what I could give, but I definitely did my best to give back whatever I could. So now we're living in the town over, and there's going to have to be a part 2, but you better come back for it because I need you guys. Like I said, I can't afford a therapist here. And am I the asshole? I need to know. So come back for part 2 of Am I the Asshole? Friend Edition.